Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share with you a quick trick for making the decluttering process a bit easier. And when we're in the process of simplifying our lives and decluttering, it can be easy to get bogged down in making decision after decision. We can struggle with knowing what or how much to get rid of, and just generally, decluttering can be exhausting. So to help with that, I want to quickly share with you a really useful technique that I've personally used to overcome this challenge, and that's to practice visualization. So what is visualization? Essentially, visualization is an image that we create in our mind's eye. And so to apply this specifically to decluttering, it's essentially an image that you create in your mind's eye of the decluttered space that you want to create. And the impact of this technique is powerful. Instead of focusing on removing possessions and making a decision of, oh, should I let this go? It instead allows us to envision the future that we want to create. By thinking of your possessions in terms of what do you want to bring into your life moving forward versus thinking about what you're going to get rid of, you're able to create a mental switch in your head from focusing on current loss to future gain. And that's so important because it switches our motivation behind decluttering from something that's negative, fear or loss, to something more positive and more powerful, motivation, inspiration, and future gain. So visualization is a great tool, but it's important that we understand exactly how to practice it. And to do that, you can begin by asking yourself a few questions. So let's quickly do this together. Envision a space in your home that you want to declutter, whether it's a living room, bedroom, kitchen, or anything else. Close your eyes, envision that space as it currently is, and ask yourself these questions. First, what will that space look like when fully decluttered? Take a few moments and really try to picture it in your head. What do you want that space to look like once you've finished the decluttering process? Next, look around that imagined decluttered space that you've created. Notice what's there. These are the things that you truly value and want to take with you going forward. And then finally, continuing to look around that space in your mind's eye, notice what isn't there. And this might be the most important part of the exercise. This allows us to identify what might be clutter and what areas we should perhaps focus on most when decluttering. Once you've spent a few moments thinking through these questions, you can open your eyes again, and keep in mind that it might be helpful to write some of these down so that you can go back and reference them as you're decluttering whatever space it is you're wanting to tackle. But as you then go and declutter that room, I want you to keep your focus on that visualization and make your decluttering decisions in light of that. This can be so helpful in identifying the superfluous and the unnecessary. And so I want you to take the insights that you gain from visualization and apply them to your decluttering practice. So now we come to the final question: when should you practice visualization? And there are two specific times when I would recommend practicing visualization. First, before you begin decluttering your home, period, it can be really powerful to practice visualization so you can create a vision, a picture in your mind's eye of what you're wanting to create. Then as you go through and declutter your home, you can always return to that mental picture whenever you're feeling discouraged or bogged down. So before you start decluttering at all, that can be a great time to practice a more general visualization. But then second, I would also recommend whenever you go to declutter a specific area of your life, to do another visualization, and specifically as relates to the area or the space you're wanting to declutter, envision what it's going to look like once decluttered so that you can quickly identify what is most important to you, what you don't necessarily need to worry about making decisions over, and what might perhaps be unnecessary clutter that you can focus your efforts on decluttering. And like I touched on before, depending on what works best for you and your learning style, you might also want to try writing this down on top of visualizing it in your head. But however you want to go about it, visualization can definitely be a powerful decluttering tool. So that's visualization, and it really is one of my favorite tricks to help make the process of deciding what to keep and what to get rid of a whole lot easier. But of course, visualization is just one small bit of the decluttering process. And so if you're in the process of trying to simplify your home, I definitely recommend checking out my ebook, The Simple Guide to Decluttering Your Home, which lays out not only visualization, but the entire decluttering process and gives my best tips, tools, and techniques to be able to simplify your home and go from chaos to calm. So if you're looking to create a peaceful and relaxing environment in your home, I definitely recommend checking that out. It also comes with a checklist of over 100 different different ideas of things you can declutter. So I really think that you'll get a lot of value from it. I'll have all of the information linked up about that in the description box below. And of course, as always, if you enjoy watching my videos and want to support my channel, just know that investing in that ebook can be a fantastic way of doing that. But that's everything for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this quick decluttering trick and that it helps you to simplify your life and your home. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching though, and I will see you in the next one.